Okay. Hello and welcome to this backwards compatible video. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of the FIFA 15 demo. So I'm going to admit straight away I love FIFA, but I'm not the best player in the world, so don't expect anything too amazing. I'm sorry about that. And let me just turn down the sound a little bit. So we're not going to bother with the pre-games. The pre-games are quite good on FIFA. Obviously I think I've done a little video on those before, but they work well. And they do help to build up your teams, but we're going to obviously jump into the main game. So we're playing as Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, going up against Liverpool. The game kicks off originally with Liverpool versus Man City, but I want to dare to be a bit Zlatan, so that's what I think I shall be. So now the PC finally, last year, first game I tried, first game I played on FIFA was actually on the PC, but then I played it on PS4. And obviously the game was a bit lacking on the PC because it didn't have this lovely new engine. So this is my first game on the piece obviously on this year's demo. So I want to see what exactly is going on, how good it is, and if it's worth picking up, and if it's better from last year's attempt. Oh bloody hell! Okay, so. Okay, so the first things to notice are apparently things which should be quite handy are new goalkeepers. So obviously something with the goalkeepers in FIFA is when they become a little bit predictable, so you know that if you shoot from a certain position you can beat them. So hopefully that's obviously changed. Okay, that's a little bit easy. So I'm playing this on professional level, and that was a bit of an easy goal. To be honest, that seems a bit strange. But you can see there that goalkeeper parries. Now, obviously, that's quite a common trait in real football these days, so I don't think it's that unusual to see it, but it was a good shot, actually. But if you look there, the control by Cavani, the fact that I was able to tap it onto one foot onto the other, again, that shows quite good ball control. There were times in the past with FIFA where that first touch would have bounced off completely. Now, admittedly, we are playing with international players, so hopefully the control would be pretty good. But yeah, obviously we never know these things, so we'll go through. Glenn Johnson with a great tackle. Now the other thing which is going to be quite interesting is this whole living pitch idea. The idea being is that the game, they've made it so that if you do a slide tackle, which I'm going to try one in a second. No, it's not working. Pitch is too dry. That if you damage the pitch, that it will stay there for the rest of the game, and it will then affect play. So imagine if you create a divot like goalkeepers. I think there was a very famous one with Tim Flowers, where he created a divot and the ball rolled towards him and bounced over his head. Hopefully, if that sort of thing would happen, then it would look quite good in the game. Does that make the game feel more realistic? Well, obviously it kind of does, and I think it would be quite nice to see it. But obviously the whole idea about the game becoming more and more realistic does make it feel more immersive. So it doesn't seem a bad thing, but there's no evidence of that there, which is the only slight thing, because I did slide and there was nothing. So I'm not exactly sure why that happens. Why that didn't happen. Maybe it's because it needs to be wetter or something like that. So little test on the crossing. Oh, not bad. And a nice shot. So that's not too bad. So again, the controls feel really quite sharp actually. I'm playing with a 360 wireless, the old 360 Xbox 360 style controller. It's wireless, which was a bit of a mistake. I should have bought wired, but it doesn't feel that there's any input lag really. It feels quite nice and sharp, so that's pretty good. I've always had issues with. I'm not a big fan of the need to see people's faces, like as you can see there, the linesman. I never quite got it with FIFA. I much prefer the processing power to go towards the actual game, but obviously with next generation of consoles, and obviously the PC, being them powering up the PC version, you don't feel it slows it down. But there are times where you're thinking, just get on with the game. I do love the fact that you can take quick throw-ins and quick free kicks these days. And I do think that was one of the best things that they brought in recent years. But I still think, I don't need to see Cavani there. It was quite nice the fact they were going to show the goal, and I probably should have let that happen just to go through again. But again, you are looking at thinking, I suppose that's what they do in real games, just to break the game up. But when you're playing the game, I just want to get in there and play it. I don't really care about watching a goal scored before. It just makes no sense. So, okay. Next. So we do nice close control, flick it through, and I'll push him offside. But the close control is good. Obviously, you're looking at Ibrahimovic, who is a very, very talented player in real life, and he's got quite a high skill level on the game as well. So he should be able to turn on a sixpence, and it did seem there that he was quite sharp as he was turning. So that's good. Again, that shows a little bit more creative control, and again, it just shows there. So you can do like the little tricks, the little flicks, and flick the ball around. And I do like the fact that instead of playing it with the closest, oh crap, sorry, instead of playing it with the closest foot, he plays it with the outside of his strongest foot, and that just looks quite good. Again, it feels more natural, and even in the graphics there do look pretty good. I think they've got Ibrahimovic's look of disdain down to a T actually. So again, see where the corners work. So obviously we don't have a bit too far away for a header there. Should have tried a different shot. But again, you'd lose that sort of. I think in FIFA of old they used to have that little arrow that you used to be able to control to see exactly where your crosses were coming. Again, that felt more arcadey, and now it feels a bit more sim-like, and that's quite good. It does make you question where exactly your corner's going to go, but again, the more you get used to it, the better you'll get. So first time, see if okay, again, yeah, the booking's normal. So but it does seem a bit weird with sort of allowing the players to push and shove each other. Surely FIFA should not be pushing that, but still, it's definitely a part of the modern game, where they're trying to antagonise players, which is fine. Don't mind that at all. Even though it is a bit odd, so that's fine. 5 added minutes. I'm not sure where that came from. So the commentaries for this game is okay, that was a very quick 5 minutes. Is still Martin Tyler and Alan Smith. They've got a good rapport going. Obviously, they are the commentators for Sky in the UK. I don't want to cancel. Don't want to end. Resume match. That's it. So I say obviously, if you don't watch Sky in the UK, you wouldn't know that. But they do have quite a nice rapport going. To be honest, you can tell that this was recorded quite early, because they do make comments about Suarez at Liverpool. Obviously, that hasn't happened anymore. So maybe I don't know if they're going to change that or cut it, or what's going to happen, or maybe I just misheard it. But again, it's one of those things where. So that's where things like the transfer window do make FIFA's life a little bit easier, because now obviously players should be updated. I haven't seen Balotelli yet in the Liverpool squad. I'll have to see if he comes on as a sub or something. Damn. Okay, and they're not going to come on if they score a goal like that. Awful defending by me. So yeah, it's a good goal. Can't really complain about that, to be honest. So yeah, so as damn. So yeah, so obviously that's quite a good thing now, is that they haven't got to worry about updates of players where they're going to be in clubs. But I'm not sure exactly how. Deflection. So I'm not sure exactly if the players are up to date, but obviously we'll see that hopefully if they bring on a substitute, and we can see. You do question why they're starting Lambert and Sturridge if they have Balotelli on the bench, but I think obviously that could be a Liverpool way. For the teams, there's quite a nice selection of teams that you can choose. There's 3 in the demo. As this is the demo, there are 3 Premiership teams in Chelsea, Man City, and obviously Liverpool. You've obviously always got Barcelona because of Messi being on the front cover of the games now. Borussia Dortmund, who are no, it's not. And you've got Borussia Dortmund and Napoli as well, so it's quite a nice, and obviously Paris Saint-Germain, so it's quite a nice, and I think there's Boca Juniors as well, so it's quite a nice sort of mix of teams. You get different ideas. I do sometimes wish they put in some of the lower, like, you know, the really weak teams, just so you could feel a bit more authentic. I do like playing, you know, as the big teams, but I also like playing as a little rubbishy team at the bottom of the division and see how I can build up, especially when it comes to be a pro, which I do love. Yeah, I've mentioned my love for Be a Pro on more than one occasion, but okay, plus quite nice physics for that actually, so that's quite good. So yeah, but obviously the great thing about, generally the thing about Be a Pro is that you'll get loaned out to a lower league team, and it's quite nice just to see how good the game is for, you know, when you've got a player like Ibrahimovic who can do crazy skills and stuff like that, it's fine. But sometimes seeing how good the bad players are, if that makes sense, how well they control, gives you a bit more of a rounded view of the game. But obviously they don't really worry about that, because what sells this title are the Premier League and the La Liga and La Ligue 1 and all those sort of teams, so that's fine. Oh. So now it's just time to start raining a few shots in, I think. He's offside again. Okay. My awful attempts to try and stay onside are just beginning to struggle. Adam Lallana. So again, they've got some of the newer players from the Liverpool side there with Lallana and people like that. So I'm a bit upset they didn't have Arsenal as a team to choose. I probably would have chosen them, but I do quite like playing. I think my one of my favourite teams to play is always Bayern Munich actually. And I'm losing 2-1. Can't believe it. Okay. I'm not going to sign off, but sometimes I think what I should then do is just not let them watch the goal, so be cruel. This is when you get one of those Twitter videos of somebody smashing their controller against the TV. For God's sake, because they have more shots, more possession. Yeah, I am noticing a little bit of screen tearing every now and again. Why did I pass that? I should have shot. That's okay. So not a great game actually for me. Bloody can't believe I lost, especially playing as PSG again, which is awful actually. So I am sorry about that. I have to try and improve. Come on, hurry up. Oh, come on. There was two players and they knocked it into each other. Okay, so from first impressions, definitely a great look at a new game. Quite enjoyed it actually, even though I lost. This is awful, but just see what's that? Match shots, 10 shots against 2, 10 on target, 1 on target, but they scored 2 goals. That makes no logical sense. So again, all for the fact 100% accuracy, but I still managed to not win. So it's quite embarrassing, really. So have to apologise for that awful display for me. But again, FIFA's looking pretty good actually. I like this little ending section actually, it's quite cool. And an awfully rubbish goal by me, but again, definitely a game I think definitely worth playing. Obviously worth playing the demo, but I definitely think I'll be picking up a PC again this year. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you've followed all the way this way, and take care and good night.